You have a trio of weather nerds joining you today to talk about something that everybody likes to complain about, but it's also very fascinating as well. This term was coined a couple years ago, but it has always existed. Of course, we are talking about the polar vortex. And meteorologist Jaclyn Whittal, let's first just jump into what is the polar vortex, because I think a lot of people, they kind of mix it up, and even when it's just -2 outside, they say, hey, it must be the polar vortex, right?
Totally. It's like, oh, it's a hurricane. Oh, that's the polar vortex.
Yes.
Everything's the polar vortex. Just how we blame like La Nina and El Nino, right? Firstly, Rach and Murph, you know, this is nothing to be afraid of. All you need to know with the polar vortex is that you're expecting some very cold air. So the polar vortex is really a collection in the upper levels of the atmosphere at the poles, and so you get varying temperatures, but nothing to be afraid of. Nothing to see here, folks.
Nothing to see. Okay, so Jaclyn, we also know that you get these little pieces or lobes that you mentioned, one branch going towards sections of the prairies. Where could, say, another one of this piece or lobe of the polar vortex could be heading as well?
Right. Well, I mean, basically then you have the influence of the jet stream, right? So that.
And we're also talking about the potential for a nor'easter as well. So there's lots of different wintry elements that are coming up the eastern seaboard.
A very strong baroclinic zone, big storm on the way.
All right, Jack, thanks so much for joining us. Chris Murphy, too. And now you're